welcome for our Monday morning call. For those who are here already, let's share your intention for the week to set you up as a big winner. Now, the link is in the chat. Please go in there and share with us what you are planning to do this week. And thank you, Helen. You already done it. Okay, let's give you guys a couple of minutes and I'll check on the others.
So what are you grateful for today?
I'm grateful for the rain. So cleansing.
Hey, Tamara, just checking
Ever
to
hurricane.
see if you're going to wake up for the call. Ciao.
What's that, Christine?
This your first hurricane?
Yeah, I don't know if it'll actually hit us though, because it keeps changing direction.
They tend to do that.
Yeah.
I think the big concern for you guys is flooding, right? Because you're not used to getting
Yes.
all this rain.
Yeah, so there's they're handing out free sandbags for people, but we're kind of on a hill, so
Hope you won't wake up with a lake down the bottom of the hill.
yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Make sure you've got enough supplies for a week just to be safe and you're all good for yourself and Peppy. But do the Alyssa here, press in here and here and here and up here and around here. And that helps. It'll hurt a little bit, but you'll actually feel it start to relieve the pressure.
Oh yeah.
Your nose might start running, but that's okay. That's actually the acupressure points for your sinuses. And near your eyes, either side of your nose there, just don't poke yourself in the eyes, and across your eyebrows, just above it. And then you can do a little bit of tapping on your forehead. We can all do this while we're waiting. Clear our sinuses and around to your sinuses.
Oh, actually, that is helping.
Yeah,
if you've
it's
got
amazing.
one of those little what do you call the gouache things, you can use that to go around.
Oh, the neti
with you, and that
pots.
helps. Yeah.
Little.
Christine probably had a bad experience, looks like. I've never used it.
I just can't imagine just having the stuff go up my nose like that. Just no.
All right, how are we doing? Sorry.
We're doing acupressure for
Can you-
sinuses.
Oh, yep, the mic's working now.
And
Oh,
I've
that's
called
good.
Anna and Tamara, and it's going to Message Bank. So they've had a big weekend on a lot of levels. So they might just need the sleep in.
Okay, what have we got for the week? Helen, you want to share what you have decided to do is, what do you call it? Business prosperity plan?
Well, the thing is, I've got two businesses,
How
but
come I
they're not.
can't hear you?
Oh, no.
Yeah, go on. Sorry, Helen.
I said I've got two businesses, but they need to make money. One I've only just started, so it'll take time, and I need some way of actually having things gain momentum, because they're not going to grow on their own.
Yep. Share with us, what are your two businesses?
Well, the two businesses are, I just signed up for Young Living, and it's the crystal one that you and I, everyone supported.
Yep. So most of the ladies here supported you for the crystal one, so you are going to get paid soon once I get all the invoices. So it's very good. Okay, and the only thing will help you to plan to when you share with your friends, will help you to follow up.
Yeah.
Is that great? Okay, Christine, what's happening? So much good news.
Yes, closed on the house. Put down way more money than I expected to because they kept changing the loan terms. But we got it done. And I got the keys. I know some of you saw that post already. I did a video walkthrough of the house, which I haven't posted yet. It's like 9 minutes long, so I don't even know if it'll go up. It's so big. But then I did a really short one where I did the very first little bit of demo in the master bathroom. So I will definitely post that one today and then show the rest of the pictures of when I stopped working on the demo today. gonna meet up with the contractor. I gotta check my school schedule because I am back at school. To see when I can sneak away and meet with him to get like I've been trying to meet with him for the past few days, but get our action plan together.
Yeah.
Because the way the funds work is all kinds of funky. It's on a reimbursement basis and you can only do it every 2 weeks, and it's weird. Yeah, but mom goes into the memory care facility Tuesday.
Ooh.
Yay. That will allow me to focus so much better on school and the real estate and everything else. And I don't have to worry about her safety. I don't have to have that constantly in the back of my mind saying, you know, did she walk out the front door? Did she fall again? Did she, I know she's okay. And then of course I got to get everything ready for school that the kids come back on Monday.
So your school is tomorrow, is that right, Christine?
Oh, no. The kids come back next Monday.
Oh, good. You still have a week. Okay.
Yes.
But this is a very big week for you. 3 major things. It's a 3 major life-changing events.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good that you have session with me today.
Yeah. Yes, because there is even more. I just put 3.
I think there's more, but it's more about giving us grace. Giving us grace. Even though you don't have to worry about mom, but all of a sudden it's like now so-called in the 4 walls. It's a huge change. So please send love to Christine and give her support this week. We all experience some big changes. Okay, Alicia, what have you got?
Let me read what I wrote. So I've just been reaching out to people on Facebook who live in the Vegas area, just connecting and saying, hey, you know, and I connected with an old friend. And he's turning his house into an Airbnb. And he was, then he remembered I'm in real estate. That was the whole purpose of me just reaching out to stay top of mind. And he said, I'm going to be back. I'm going to be coming from Florida back to Vegas next week to finish up the renovation. And do you know anyone who can manage a short-term rental? And I said, well, I know people, I have clients who do it, but also I can manage your short-term rental. So we're going to meet next week and, you know, see if it's a fit, and at least it's some sort of momentum. And then, oops, let's see. I'm going to do a YouTube video for a for sale by owner and talk to him, see why he hasn't listed with a realtor, see if I can get in there.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
I'm gonna door knock and hand out, I made these flyers about like community info to try and just be, you know, give people something of value rather than just be annoying realtor door knocking. And then I'm just gonna keep up with my self-care. I've been doing a lot of baths since I came back from Bali, almost probably 3 times a week taking baths, and I've now set up it's like a garden tub, so I've set up plants on one end, and I'm gonna see if I can put a shelf under the window and add more plants. And then I've got the candles, and it's really it's so good because it's really hard for me to just fully commit to just relaxing. But this way, when I'm in the bath and then I'm admiring my plants, and then I'll do, you know, and then Elon is like, yes, relax. So then he comes in with the candles and he's like, here's some spa music. And yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic. Today's topic we're going to talk about creativity. It's about creating your own sanctuary. You don't need to
Yeah.
have like a big house. You can just have even a corner. When you walk in by association, what you see, what you smell, what you feel, and your body will send you into that moment of relaxation. And your mind is like, oh, this is time and place where I could be. So-called zoning out means stop thinking, stop your monkey brain.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you have your plant, you have your crystal, you have your essential oil, you have your bath, and you have your
Yeah.
husband maybe come in to massage your feet at the same time. That's important for self-care. We all need that. Beautiful. Is there anything else that we could support you, Alicia, as in the tribe throughout the week?
Just, healing vibes for whatever I'm dealing with now, and also motivational vibes to get out there and get more business.
Yeah, definitely. So book in a time with me this week because we will sort out all the formality. And one word for you I can hear is connection. It's about, as you said, you're going out to pay it forward first. So it's about connection, building relationship, not expecting, because you calling a friend for, oh, I wonder where she's at. And when you start listening to his needs, things coming your way. It's like, well, let's have coffee, see whether we are aligned. If I can help you, this is what I will talk to you more. If not, I can refer you to others who might know better than I do. So people will trust you. They will say, oh, I know everything. Just give it to me. Or like, if I could help, I will. If not, I will know somebody in the area.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Good. Katrina.
Good morning.
Good morning, Tamara.
Good morning, Tamara.
For me, it's I must get my BAS PAYG done this week. And this week's going to be another challenging week as well. Next week, going through all the emotions of things. So please just send love and light.
Yeah. So good on you to keep your business going and to send love and light to you. Over the week, you okay, darling? I'm sorry.
Oh yes, no, that's it's my waking up.
Yeah, our theory are during the morning, isn't it? You would like us to send you text message, call you, or just praying for you, or like, what would be your love language?
Praying's fabulous, and just flick me a text with a little heart or something every now and then. But I've actually got a really busy week this week, Monday to Thursday.
Yeah.
And then I'm working Saturday as well. But Friday's the day I'm going to need all the love, ladies.
Yep. Okay, we hear you. So let us know the time of the day, and we'll send you love. And this Friday, we'll probably do some conductive time. Just send it in the text. You don't have to speak up. And when you are at work as well, because I understand where you're coming from. So we will, no matter which corner of the world we are, we will stop whatever we're doing and be there for you.
Thank you.
Okay. You're doing the right thing, but your heart will still feel it because you're pumping very fast right now. And we are holding.
It's not an easy decision. And just before I woke up with my alarm, I just had a really disturbing dream. And yeah, I went, okay, that's just confirming I'm making the right decision. And I understand who the target is with it. And I grabbed my dog and I just said to her, fight the darkness. Don't let it win.
Okay. Would you like to do some grounding work right now and as a group, so we settle ourselves as we go further into the call? How do you feel, Katrina?
I'm okay. And I know tomorrow and I will connect, and hopefully Anna pops on as well at the end of the call to have a chat about some things, because she sent me a lovely text. I only just saw it tomorrow when I was calling you. So thank you.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I feel okay.
Good.
It's just, as I said, it just literally it's just before I woke up, which is when for me, is when you get those message dreams, is just before you wake up.
Yeah. Your longest REM sleep. The dream is more vivid and it's clear to you. That's where you okay. So hold on to that, and we'll hold space for you.
Yeah, so I don't know exact timing, but it'll be Friday morning, anywhere from 10 to 11ish or so.
Yeah, okay. So we will we'll sort things out later, yes. And you got your nan there, and is Adrian going to be home on Friday with you?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Just tell him one day whatever you say is yes, ma'am. I know you. It's the nicest flowers that you know you love, and everything that he will. I'm sure he knows what to do.
Yeah, it's actually really, really difficult on him at the moment too. So
Oh
just supporting each other.
yes, I'm so glad that you have one another.
Mm.
Okay. All right, Linda.
Ladies, I've got connecting with my inner child more deeply. I've been working with Tamara, so thank you, Tamara, helping me in that area. Journaling and growing more in gratefulness. Continue helping actively and working on a plan of strategies for my business.
So in terms of your business, what are you referring to when you talk about that?
Young living.
Okay. All right. Okay. So we'll talk more about that afterwards. Alicia have question as well. Okay, Tamara, what's your intention for the week?
Same as Katrina, get my BAS statement done, get that tax up and get that stuff organized and sorted for the year. I've got to organize some documents and stuff for Gary to come and collect. All that needs to be sorted. Trying to get his stuff out of my house finally would be great. Would be really, really good. Just working with my clients, building up my client base, working on increasing my prices, and working with the ladies, as Linda said, and as Katrina said, working with them and supporting them, and supporting you all. So,
And we're supporting you too. Remember that.
yes, thank you. And I noticed we
Go on.
have Miss Anna missing. I'm going to go and find my phone and see if I can call her.
We've been calling her, so
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. You know, when she is not up, she's not up.
yeah, she's not. She's not. She was very when I was talking to her last night, she was exhausted. So
Yeah. And I've phoned and sent a text and I've not had a response. So she's out.
she's out. She's out. Just like me until the alarm went off for some reason. I hadn't even set that alarm. It's like, okay, I need to get up. So it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alicia, have you got RC in your pack of oil?
Me?
Yeah.
What is it called?
RC.
RC?
Yeah. No.
I don't.
Yeah, it's in your starter pack. It should be, I think it's the second bottle along from the top.
Be different in US pack. So
Oh, okay. That's the Australian pack. Sorry.
no, don't apologize because they change the market. Sometimes I say, remind me again.
Yeah.
Because
When my internet's working properly, I'll fill in my intentions for the week.
you're clear to us. All right. Anything else, guys, for your intention? So remember this week, let's hold space for one another. We all have long, tough week, I would say. Tough in the sense that as we over this hurdle for all of us, including myself, bigger, better thing is on our way. Okay. Well, no matter what, even if we feel like, I can't handle it, you can handle it by the grace of God. Okay, we just wait for Alicia to come back and we'll start the teach this week. All right, so the topic is rain. and it's about creativity. So while we're waiting, let's pick up a pen and a paper or your journal or your notepad on the, and write down what you got it? Cool.
No,
No, you don't. Okay, so for yourself, diffuser, peppermint, lemon, and lavender to diffuse throughout the house, because as Christine said, when hurricane comes, the atmospheres turn into something funny.
Mm.
I never experienced hurricanes, or I don't know, but if the air is thinner, thicker, particle wise, will just even impact our breathing.
It just sucks everything out towards it.
Yeah. So you probably got a stress away in your hand.
yeah.
Just looking at the color.
And thieves.
Yeah. So yeah, build your immune system up, because your body also could be very sensitive to the atmosphere, because it's a contrast, isn't it? Is it getting drier or more humidity in the wet?
It was dry, but then we had rain, and then it was humid.
Yeah.
And then this time.
So almost I can feel the sandstorm and things like that are in the mix of it. As I said, I
Yeah.
never experienced it, but I can feel the
Mm.
from your way. Yeah. All right. So today's topic is rain on creativities. So let's just pick a piece of paper and pen to write down the word creativities, and then see what free floating of coming to your mind and put it down on paper right now. It's time for all of us to be creative, not just in business, but in any area of life that just come to you, and write it down and see what's come up. Allow your heart. Take a few deep breaths and allow what's floating on from your heart towards your mind.
The TV just turned on by itself.
Welcome to my world.
Mm.
That happens all the time here. Like, all the time. It either turns off or it turns on. And it just doesn't. And Katrina will confirm it. Helen will confirm it. Anyone who's been to my house will confirm it. It just doesn't. Welcome to the world of high vibrations, darling.
Tamara, could you look up your crystal? My amethyst key, the big one. I think they might have just put it in the middle of. Oh, hang on, it could be. Nah, don't worry. I think I know where I put it.
Okay.
I think I had it in my handbag. No, don't worry. I thought I left it at your house. Nah, I remember.
No. Yeah.
I remember now. I know where I put it.
Okay. Yep.
They have legs.
Mm-hmm.
No, I put him somewhere. So.
Yep.
Okay, so anyone has written down something about creativities when we come to talk about being creative in all areas of life? Because when we talk about wealth creation, it's not just about money. It's the creativities that we have in what we are doing. So we can learn from one another.
I've been, visualizing more ways to do plant stuff. And some people, this woman on my Facebook who does workshops, I was talking with her about doing a terrarium workshop, like a glass bottle where you grow your own little plant ecosystem in.
Mm.
And I couldn't help but buy some lotus seeds because apparently you can grow them in like a little bowl, water bowl.
Mhm.
So, and I really want to put that shelf I was talking about above my bathtub. And then I've been really enjoying cooking and creatively cooking lately.
Yes. Yeah. Our home and our sanctuary is very important. that when you walk in, as I say, our body is by association. Christine, let's share what is your creativities, especially this week is a very, very big week.
Yeah. Okay, so the house design, big one. Kitchen layout, colors, countertops, flooring, so all that stuff. Also with my lessons, trying to hook the kids right off the bat and get their interest and try to stick with it. We had our assistant principal kind of get on our case in our department about how many kids failed, and it's like, well, when they're absent 30 or 40 days, there's not a lot we can do about that. And he was saying how, well, even if a kid didn't do an assignment, he would give a 50. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm like, how are you ever going to teach them accountability? I'm like, no, it's bad enough that if a kid fails, we have to, like the first grading period, we have to give them a 50, no matter what they got. I had a kid that I had not seen the entire semester, and I still had to give them a 50 for each quarter. Yeah, just not there at all. Not a single day present. I have lots of issues.
Help your young people being growing up as a responsible person. I don't have to show up. I still pass. It's what kind of
it's insane. They think that this is somehow helping them, and like, no, absolutely not.
No, that's not helping them.
I have had issues with this for years, and this is part of why our educational system sucks right now.
But also as an employer, if you get that person out and they've got a degree, they have no idea what they're doing, and you just go, how did you get this degree? Then if you don't actually know the work.
Well, diploma anyway, we're talking high school.
Diploma, but
okay. Still.
Yeah,
and
then
now I understand why people can graduate without actually knowing how to read and write properly, if that's the case.
Yep.
The only good thing this year, oops, sorry. The only good thing is this time around, we were told, because my course is an elective. Now they need a certain number of electives to graduate. Doesn't necessarily have to be mine. So as soon as they found out that they didn't need my class to graduate, a bunch of them be like, what do I care if I pass or not? Now, because the principal got all upset about how many failures we had, she decided if they fail the class, they're going to retake it. So I'm like, okay, so now it's just like any other academic class that you need. If you fail my class, you're going to be right back in here. It's not an option to go take something else. You're here, you're going to pass. So now I can hold that over their heads. And that should help tremendously. So, you know, if you don't like it, pass it, move on, get out.
Yep.
So you don't have to sit here through it again. But some kids will do that no matter what. And that never made any sense to me. But yeah, always trying to hook them with like the real world stuff, and showing them the things that I do, because I tell them I'm not just somebody that teaches out of a book. I live this, I do this, and I can show them that. And then what else did I write down? Oh, yeah, so I'm going to be doing some little videos, kind of like Alyssa does, but it's going to be my whole reno process along the way.
Yeah. Well, maybe if Alyssa and you could connect would be great, because she does some great video and she actually doubled the speed. So your 9 minutes might go into 4.5 minutes, but then it's still a bit long in terms of social media, because we had the first 7 seconds or 3 seconds to hook people in to watch the video. Yeah. Okay. But I remember, Christine, when I was coaching the year 11 and 12 kids, they almost a delinquent. Is like, who are you to speak to me? And I said, well, thanks for your attention for the first 30 seconds. But guess what? I'm getting paid to do it. Whether you listen or not, I still get paid. Next time, do you think you guys could get a job? In those days, like, do you think you can get a job by not listening and learning what you're supposed to do right now? Because I already done it. I know it's hard because I was in your shoes. And then I got their attention. I'm getting paid, but you don't. But whether you listen or not,
Yeah.
don't get
Yeah.
love.
I've used that on them before. I'm like,
You
they're like,
what?
well, I've used that stuff on them before. I mean, I've been teaching nearly 30 years.
Yeah.
And it just there's a certain group of kids that it just does not matter.
Hmm.
They have no interest whatsoever. You know, if they actually show up for school, it's only to cause trouble. You know, and it's, you know, not all the kids, but there enough of them that it makes a difference when they actually do show up. That creates more problems than it's worth, and you're actually happy that they're absent.
Mm.
Yeah. But you might be one of those most responsible adults to try to help them to cross the line.
Always, but you know, but there's only so much I'm going to do. I'm not going to give them for a 50 when they don't turn in their work. You
Oh.
know, that 50 I have to give them at the end. The county says I have to do that. So
Yeah.
I do that, but it rubs me the wrong way to no end.
I think you rub
But
me
yeah,
the wrong principle and say no matter what, you need to give them the 50. It's like,
yeah, because like the other teachers kind of agreed with me, and the whole thing about with the responsibility you guys are talking about. What are we teaching them? They're going to get out, and then they can't just not do their job and keep their job. They're going to get fired.
yeah.
Yeah. You know, by doing that, we're raising kids who just think they're entitled, that we are raising a group of entitled people.
Oh my God, yes.
And as an employer, like I've had those children come through my workplace and I've had to train them. And I've had some of them go, well, excuse me, but I don't like being told what to do. You're at work, mate. I don't care. You know, you're gonna be told what to do. And I said, even if you own your own business, you're gonna be told what to do, so get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then you have ones where you ask that, because I was in food when I was doing this, I said you'd ask them to wash a sauce bottle and it wasn't clean enough, and you tell them to rewash it, and they'd burst into tears. No one's ever told me I've not done it properly before. I said, well, guess what? You're working.
Oh.
You gotta do it
time for
properly.
everything.
Yeah. And I said, it's not my job to hold your hand and be your mummy and, you know, do it for you. You're getting paid to do this. You're going to wash it
Mhm.
properly. And if it takes you 3 or 4 times, it's going to take you 3 or 4 times. And then one kid didn't even know how to wash up at all. This is what we're raising, and it drives me insane. As someone who's tried to train these kids who are 15 and 16, you know, they're not 9 or 10 or 11. They're 15 and 16 react at me like that. We need to change what's, you know, not just give them a bloody free pass because, hey, they exist. Not how it works, people.
I will tell you that this all started back from, I forget when the book was written, but some idiot wrote a book, and it was basically the one where it's like, oh, don't spank the kid, reason with them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not going to let a 2-year-old burn their hand on the burner on the stove. I'm going to smack their hand. It's still kind of smart, but they're not going to actually injure themselves. That you can't reason with young children. And when you start young and you're not showing the discipline, and then, you know, oh, well, you beat your child. No.
I was going to say there is a difference between discipline, a small smack on the hand or a small smack on the butt for shock value. That's all it is.
Right. It's just to get their attention.
Yeah. And that's quicker than sitting down trying to reason with 2-year-old. They don't have the brain capacity. Their brain is not developed enough.
Even when I was teaching algebra to freshmen, this is some kids will get it because they just work hard at it. But the brain biologically is not capable of some of the abstract math concept that these kids are being forced to learn at that age. It's just biologically not there. Those synapses are not yet created, yet they keep pushing the level of mathematics that these kids are supposed to learn younger and younger. Taught math most of my career.
All right. No wonder my math sucks. Yeah. All right. So in being creative, Christine, what one thing you might want to try with your student this year that, you know, I know you've done 30 years of teaching, but what one thing you think you could help yourself this time, in a sense that being creative?
The other teachers in my hall and I have decided that every third Thursday of the month, we are going to bring in a guest speaker.
Ooh. Oh, that's a great idea. Fantastic. All right, then shall we move on? Tamara, you're one of the most creative person in the group. How much more you could be creative this week?
I bought some new material the other day, so I want to get in and create some caftans for myself. So I've got that. Again, do some more drawing and bring my drawings together about creating my card deck. Yeah, do some more drawing. Haven't done any in probably a week or so. Just get creative in the way I sort of some more passive income streams. Look at creating some of those, and look at creating some workshops, which I'm still developing and working on. I don't know. I think that's enough. I think for a while.
More than enough for 1 week of work. Okay.
I think so. I
Yeah.
think so.
So book in your week of your session.
Yep.
We follow up on what we spoke about last session first.
Yep. Yep.
Cool. All right. Who's next? Who is next want to share their creativities for this week? Because from there, once you start to be creative and free floating, that money will come in and that will give you more time to be more creative.
Yep.
Anyone? I was name calling.
I went through mine and I just brainstormed about how to become more creative in the flow of things. It was interesting. Hold on, I'll just pull it up now. Play, connecting with the inner child, because that's where your creativity comes from. Brainstorm, don't overthink, just write. Get wild and get back into nature and do some planting and connecting with the plants. And I was actually in the garden most of yesterday doing some weeding and planting some flowers that I've had in the punnets for ages, because I've got a little section out my window. So I want to look out there and that just be a mass of flowers, because that makes me happy.
Oh, we went on again, Alicia.
So we're trying to get attention.
Yeah. Does the electricity get more intense, or is that right, Christine, when the hurricane comes? The feel of the electrical field get funny as well, isn't it?
Yeah, but as far as the feeling bad, that's usually a result of the barometric pressure. And so you'll feel that all in your sinuses.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, Katrina. Yeah.
It's okay. I was done.
Yeah, I can see that window. Yes. You have put protection up on top of your window, right? When you look out. Not just the plant inside, but the plant out just outside the window. Do you have a garden bed just outside your windows as well?
No, so my window's just grass there, but it's in the far corner that I'm creating in.
Yeah, it is very important, that corner, I just feel.
That's my corner where all my chickens are buried.
Oh, okay.
And that's why I'm turning it into a flower garden,
Yeah.
because I think it's a nice memory. Plus, quite
Yeah.
frankly, and I mean this with no disrespect, they're very good fertilizer.
Well, that's been through my mind too. I thought,
So
oh,
it's giving back, as in I look out and I get pleasure, but I remember they're there and they're giving back to nature. So it's returning back to earth.
yeah.
Yeah,
What
and that's a
about
beautiful
that?
tribute.
What
So it's
about
very much-
creating that
Sorry?
bath? Remember we were talking about creating a bath like we had in Bali?
Oh, yeah, I know that Sparrow. That's around the corner. Work in progress. That corner's just, oh my goodness, so overgrown with weeds at the moment. Work in progress. But yes, thank you for the reminder. I completely forgot about that. Thank you, Alyssa. I got to put
You're
that on my
welcome.
list.
Yeah,
A little Zen zone.
yeah.
Yeah,
First
that'd be
section.
lovely.
Yeah, that I've always gone, that would because it's near the water tank.
Mm.
And
Oh.
up here with it being so hot, it's a little section in between the fence and the water tank in the backyard. And it would just create its own little microclimate. So it'd be so much cooler.
Yep.
Beautiful. All right, Katrina, can you feel that how your mood slightly shift when we talk about being creative in things that you love?
Being creative, yes. And like Alyssa, I absolutely love being outdoors. That's why yesterday I made a point of going out. And although it was weeding initially, it's a job that I've wanted to do because it makes me feel better looking out at my garden and not having those horrendous, I call them bastard weeds. They climb up my trees. They're
Yeah.
so, I admire their resilience, but I really don't like them. Anyway, and then as I said, when it's a work in progress, I've still got a lot of work to do. The plan is just that corner is just going to be a massive all different flowers and different colors. So that will make me happy looking out my window and just seeing that mass of flowers.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Just feel lighter for you now, so good. Even just sitting outside, grounding yourself, I'm sure you know.
Yeah. And I've got plans. I'm going to get a solar water fountain. I've been pricing those because it's too far away from the house for electricity. But you can get, I didn't know this, but solar water fountains and a water feature there would be nice, and little seat. So I've got plans.
Yeah.
Just a step by step.
You. Step by step. Water feature, probably a table and a chair to sit and feel it. Cool. Cool. Helen, how about you? You're also a very creative person.
Well, what I did was I just used words. The first word that came to me was life force, passion, purpose, vitality, presence, play, and fun. And so that's why when last Tuesday before I went to my art therapist, I go to the reject shop and find these cheap little things you can play with. And they're very tactile and you don't have to think. And last night I was doing my automatic drawing and things like that.
Beautiful. Your automatic drawing is great. Yeah. Okay. So I'll teach you how to do Play-Doh with the essential oil as well. So it's not just even textile, it's the smell and sensory. Good. Linda, what are your creativity activities for this week? Linda, you are muted.
Linda, muted.
I've got cooking. I have made a couple lots of tomato jam, so see what comes up this week. Working on my veggie garden, colouring in. Yeah. For some reason, I wrote down the first couple of words of love and kindness as well. So
beautiful. Yeah. Those are the energy that we need to be creative as well. Good. So while we're listening to one another's, what have you learned from others? Anyone?
That everyone's creativity comes out in different forms, but we're all still creative.
Exactly.
In our own, I call it our own jam, whatever it is that speaks to us.
Yeah. And I think, as Katrina said, going back to our inner child, going back to our little inner playful self, that's where we get our ideas. That's where we become free. That's where we become, we connect in with that innocence, that truth of ourselves. So, yeah, that reminder was good. Thank you, Katrina.
That literally was the first two things when I wrote creativity. It was play, inner child, literally the
Yeah.
first two things that came out.
That heart was beautiful, Helen, at Crystal.
Mm.
Oh, I
It's-
didn't see. Lift it up again, please.
It's actually not a crystal. This is a Barbie toy. It came with Barbie. This is
You got a Barbie the other day.
yeah, camping
Oh.
Barbies.
So cool.
Yeah, it comes with a tent and see, it's even got you got a fire and marshmallows.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Oh. And it's even got you know
Oh,
and the little critters. This one's for all of you to just have a giggle because
The creative
this
play.
would like
The creative play,
most of
that's
you
right.
who went traveling.
Yep. With that little travel
This
pillow.
is my found Barbie that I washed. I had to clean her because she was someone dumped her, and so I cleaned her dress and stuff. And she's got bathers underneath. Someone cleaned her hair. But yeah,
in the
But I
Barbie.
love
kind of
going
things like that.
Barbie camping's wearing a mini skirt because everyone wears mini skirts when they go
Oh
camping.
yeah, it's so comfortable wearing a miniskirt while you're camping, right?
absolutely. No, I said to Tamara, we've got to come up with different looking Barbies.
Yep.
So I've got a collection, but yeah, where I work, they did an issue that featured Barbie because of that movie and stuff. And so they had one Barbie with the people that sell Big Issue have these little vests that said Big Issue. So one of their Barbies has got a Big Issue vest with gold sparkly pants. And I said, oh, what are you doing with the Barbie, which was one in the pack? And they said they're going to give it to someone. Do you know any little kid? And I said, yes. Little do they know that's me and my friends. And then I'll give it to a real child. But I think you've got to go back to what when if you were a kid, what would you want to play with?
Mm,
And then go from there.
Exactly. Good. I love that. Being creative, being playful. Okay. Because it's interesting when Calvin and I was going out before Alex came, I always said, oh, do you think we can do that? And he always turned around. Have you got parents that at home are waiting for you to come home? I was like, no. And he said, sky's in the limit. Let's play. Okay. Yeah, we need to go and play. But sometimes if you have friends in crowd, together. Oh, look at that. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So you can, but yeah, you can, look, I've got my shrimp tank and my whole windowsill's got rocks and things and I collected feathers. I've even found nests. You can just have a small space to do that, with anything really.
Beautiful. Yeah. Okay, so we don't just need to have one sanctuary in our home. When you have space, you can have multiple sanctuary and depends on the mood of the day to go to different corner to have that. All right, anyone would like to share about creativities? If not, we might move to the next session. Any question that I could serve you or anyone would like to ask question about your business, personal life that you might think or might be challenging to you so that we could specifically hold space for you for the week? Sure, Christine, understood. I'll see you in a few hours time too.
Probably the biggest thing for me this week is going to be packing up Carrie's stuff.
Yeah.
I'm working through some of that. So
Mm.
just
But
ask
also-
you to hold space for that would be great, please.
I will. and look at it as a cleansing that you're
Oh.
creating space. I know you know this, but sometimes
Yeah.
it's nice just to hear. It's challenging, but you're holding space for the new energies to come in.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
it all, and once it's gone, that weight will be
Yeah.
out.
Thanks,
it all.
hon. Yeah.
But please do it in a safe manner.
Mm.
Oh, yes.
Like whether you set up a collection point or take it to somewhere neutral for him to pick up. I
Yep.
feel that's important.
I will make sure there's someone here with me, and I will leave it outside,
Mm.
and it will be left
Yes, please.
outside.
I
and he
just feel
can collect
that's-
it from the garage.
I can't
from the
explain it,
driveway.
but I just feel it's very, very important to make sure it's done in a safe way. I just keep getting that message.
Yeah. Yeah.
Please.
It's nothing wrong to just let the police know your ex
Yeah.
picking things up at this address this time of the day.
Mm.
Also, I felt as you pack his stuff is blessed, being grateful. Thank you for the good time. Now is the time to say goodbye. Cut
Yep.
that.
Cut
And
that
then do
cord.
something really nice for yourself afterwards.
Yeah.
Celebrate
Yeah.
that you've done that.
Yeah.
Well,
And
make
get some
yourself
coffee
something
going
really
for your
nice before
dog.
you do it as your reward for after.
Oh,
Yep.
I'm sure this woman knows that.
Oh, yeah. And then you can go, once I get through this, I've got that nice treat waiting for me.
Some nice dark chocolate brownies. They're a little bit gooey inside,
Yum.
with some macadamia nuts in them. You know, just something
Oh.
nice.
I
And
just
ice cream.
something
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. Yeah. I haven't made ice cream for a while, so I might make some ice cream.
That sounds good. That was so funny. Everyone froze for a second then. So,
Because we're all going,
Catherine like this.
"Ooh."
And going, I don't know if anyone else's computer froze, but that's what I'm seeing frozen faces.
No,
Then
that's
you
all of
said
us
ice
going
cream
in the
going perfect.
moment of the brownies going, ooh, brownies.
Oh, yum, 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 yum.
Lots of love. Mm.
Mm. It's very difficult,
Yeah.
Mm.
but it's one more step on your journey of the next chapter of your life.
And it needs to be done. And I've wanted it done. So
All right. We'll be there for you, Tamara.
thank you.
If there's no other questions, so be confident, be you, and we'll be here for one another.